9 o'clock if you come. I was shocked. I was seeing 5 minutes. I'm done. 5 a.m. morning.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. You're welcome to the space.
Drop it one time for me. I don't think that I will let you walk away.
Good afternoon. I can see Olori Ibade already on this. Thank you very much. Guys, do want to share the link. We're going to be starting in the next 3 minutes.
Don't mind if I pour a drink for you.
And if you don't mind, you could just share our Twitter link space on your WhatsApp status, on your Twitter bio, and of course, share on your Instagram story. And definitely be looking forward to receiving your friends on our space tonight.
Well, I'll understand if you don't want to go there with your mind. Call me whenever, I'll be right there, could that be my pleasure? Just let me know you want attention.
Yeah, we got your attention. I would definitely want you to get the attention of others to join this space tonight. It's Nurses and Relationship. I'm going to be having a lot of interacting, engaging, and entertaining conversation tonight. Trust me, it's one of a kind, and you don't want to miss out of this space.
I'll be alright and taking your places. What's the location? Just let me know. Yeah. When she on that floor, she's a dancer. Baby, lose control, belly dancer. When she on that floor, she's a dancer. Baby, lose control, belly dancer.
All right, Ibade, I just sent you the co-host invite. Please kindly do it to accept the co-host invite. I sent co-host invite to you. You're going to see it on your Jumbotron. Do what to receive the invite, accept the invite, so we can have you on our guest stage tonight. And we're also going to be having Mary as well joining us on the stage. So guys, we have Mary. Good to know. Thank you. Yeah, I just sent you Ibade co-host invite, and Mary, I sent you the co-host invite. Please do what to accept our invitation. Thank you.
Follow my lead, girl, I got you. Now our feelings are mutual, yeah. If I could just have a more distance with you, girl, I got plans for you. Waiting to your mind. Call me whenever, I'll be right there, but that'd be my pleasure. Just let me know. Tell me where you want attention. I'll be alright and taking your place. What's the location?
Ibade, kindly do well to accept our co-host invite. I'm looking forward to receiving your reception as well. All right, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're welcome to our Twitter space tonight, to the afternoon, or this morning. wherever you are joining in from America, from the UK, from Canada, from Nigeria, from the Caribbean, you're welcome to Nurses and Relationship Space tonight. And it's going to be a love farm, a love feast, a love affair. And at the end of the day, we're going to go with a lot of heart, a lot of love in our heart. And of course, we're also going to learn how to love as well. We're going to be having discussions. We're going to be having experts. We're going to be having people share their experience. And of course, we're going to be getting people also giving us practical tips on how to navigate relationship as professionals in our workplace, outside our workplace, and in our personal life. I mean, emotional intelligence, sexual intelligence, and of course, managing relationship are key and critical factors to determine your success as an individual. And of course, these are things that are embedded in your personal development. So we're going to be learning from experts. We're going to see people that have been there and done that. And we're going to be hearing a lot of stuff. We're going to be having the Nigeria Twitter Street community joining here tonight. A lot of guys from Twitter space asking about marrying a nurse, breakfast everywhere. I mean, just a lot of stuff tonight. But stay back, share with your guys, and last, all of us are going to be smiling at the end of the day.
Last, now everybody go to breakfast. Chayo, Flaga Impact. Chayo, you go bound for the result. Nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt. I'm a me, I be a doctor, and I go feed the
Ibade, I can't take this now. Please do what to accept our invite. I don't know. Please go out of the space, come again, then I can send you the invite. I think that'll be a good way to go. Yeah, I know most times navigating Twitter space can be very, very difficult. So, guys, for those of you that are just joined, I can see my big boss and big sis in here, Tracy, Tayo. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you. I can see Top Rank, Nima, Nos Shai, Nos Remy, Adeola, Savior, Jades, Jamie, Godfrey, Bukola, Favor. You all are welcome. You're welcome. And trust me, you're especially welcome to this program this afternoon, this evening, or this morning. All right. I think Nosibadi will be going up and coming back again. So before then, I just want to do a general housekeeping. If this is your first time of joining Twitter Space, join Twitter Space. You have a button to your left is where you could request for the mic if you want to speak. Just click on the button and the button gives you a Nike sign, which is like good. Okay, it turns green, and when it turns green, it means that a request has been sent, and either of the co-hosts will be happy to receive your speaking request and then get to hear from you. And of course, if at any point you want an emoji or any of the emoticon just to contribute during the conversation, like you can see the love sign from Osai Gear, you can see the laugh emoji, like you guys were laughing when I played last music. You want to clap for a brilliant point, you can use that emoji. And if you want to see, yeah, I'm agreeing with this, I'm at peace with this, this is not a violence comment, then if you want to raise your hand and say, I need to bring violence to this house, I don't want peace, then you can use that signal. This is the signal of violence, and you raise up your hand, and it shows that you are not happy with whatever the person is saying at this time, and we're going to definitely listen to you. Okay, if you want to ask a question, you can raise up your hand, and of course, you can go back to where you raise up your hand to also lower your hand as well. Ibade, I'm sending you a speaking invite now, so send. All right, so you're going to just check up, you're going to see it, and just click on it and click accept. Okay, Ibade. I think I'm having issues bringing our second guest tonight. What you could just do for now is, Ibade, just look at the microphone icon and click on it, and it will make you a speaker if you can join as a co-host. All right, so I'm sending you the speaker invite, and of course the co-host invite as well. So guys, how many people do we have here? I think we have 20 something now. Okay, I think we have something. All right, we have Ibade in the building. Special song for Ibade. You're welcome.
Thank you, Princewill.
And I've been living fast life, but I see it in slow. Oh no, and you see my lifestyle, I got G's in the dog.
All right, so Ibade, where are you spacing from at this time? You want to tell us where you're spacing from?
Oh, sure.
Where are you joining us from this afternoon, Ibade?
I'm presently in Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Oh wow, we can see some background noise. Are you in the car?
Yeah, sorry, had to leave work and.
Oh wow! Such a big sacrifice. I mean, I told the body last I think few days ago that hey guy, I need to have you on my show. Whatever you have to do. She told me that she's at work. I say hey, you have to pull up and definitely catch up with her space. Nurses and relationship law firm. Nigerian men want to marry nurses. Nigerian nurses are taking it too much. And I say hey, you are one of the best experienced and reliable career, reliable sex relationship and intimacy coach that I know. I've been in your classes, I've seen your sections, and of course, I'm a testimony of your transformation. She's the queen of hookup. She's so vast in this intimacy thing that she was recently awarded a patent to release her own sexual position. I know you people know that there are different sex styles. Ibade has a patent for her own sex style. She invented she invented a sexual position. Ibadi is so good that she invented a sexual position and she has a patent for that. So don't worry, guys. You're going to meet Ibadi. You're going to see her. Don't go on her Twitter bio because there's definitely nothing there. She is actually on Instagram. They're going to see what she do. And of course, on WhatsApp particularly. Good to have you. Good to have you. Good to have you, Ibadi. Yeah. And Osaige Mary, good afternoon. Good evening. How are you doing today, sir?
Hi, Princewill. Hi, good evening, everyone. Ibadi Alpha.
Yeah. The last time I chatted you were having a for vivo and pounded yam.
Yeah. Just came back from work, and then my wife welcomed me with a 400 pounded yam. You know, it's been a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's interesting. For everyone, pounded yam this evening definitely is the way to go. I can see my big brother here, our king, our father. I mean, one of the most influential and resourceful Nigerians in the UK, Mr. Bimbola, is a great supporter of nurses and nursing. He has constantly supported our artists almost every time on the Twitter space. Thank you so much for joining again. Thank you for tuning in. So, guys, do want to share the link. We're about to start. We have 42 people in here, and we are definitely going to get on this space right now. Nurse Ibadi, I'm just going to be starting with you quickly. You want to tell us about? I think you have a relationship platform. What's the name of relationship platform?
Oh yeah, I have two actually. There's nurses and relationship, which are basically for nurses, and there's one relationship with Ibadi. We have different people on there: nurses, doctors, engineers, techs. Everybody is on there.
Oh wow! I mean, the last time I got to know, I only knew about the nurses and relationship. So you've expanded it to other professionals.
Some people we would really like to be on the group and which are not nurses. I've had situations like that, which there were like two other people on the nursing group which were not nurses, and they would really love to partake by his doing every time. So I had to open a new group, and gratefully, the group is thriving well. It's doing so well. At least we have like over 200 people on the non-nurses group already.
Awesome. Osaige, Mary, you going to tell us about your relationship platform?
Yeah, I think it was set up in the same. It was set up the same year. The CEO Nurses Network was set up. It was run together.
Oh, wow.
That's about 5 years. 5 years now it's been running. The primary aim of the platform was to, share ideas within people that are married, people that are single, talk to ourselves, help each other get stronger in relationship because, these days, relationship and marriage we know what is happening out there. It's called Relationship and Marriage Castle. It was formerly Relationship and Marriage, house, but it was registered as Relationship and Marriage Castle. There's a platform not for professionals, it's for everyone that's above 18 that is planning of going to a relationship, going to marriage, and we have organized countless programs, to educate ourselves through ourselves.
Yeah, I just heard now that you registered. The company is registered, right?
Yeah. It was registered because I think there was a program that we were doing with international communities, and then they needed it. They don't just want to with any name that is not registered. So that actually pushed us to actually register Relationship and Marriage Castle. Yes.
Oh, All right, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. I mean, 5 years of experience, registered business company, and of course your career, of course, managing together. That's really amazing. I mean, we're gonna get back to you quickly, buddy. I just want to start up straight up on the high notes. No time to introduction and stuff. I just want to start on the high notes. There've been a lot of clamor within the social media space, Mark Zuckerberg internet. I mean, Facebook metaverse about Nigerian men requesting to get married to nurses is becoming very, very popular. Is a popular conversation that we all know. We might not want to say we want to keep it private. And yeah, we're going to hear about a lot of Nigerian men suddenly looking forward to the direction of nurses, especially the female nurses. Ibade, why do you think Nigerian men are suddenly clamoring to marry Nigerian female nurses? What could be the reason, Ibade?
Oh, okay, thank you, Princewill, for having me on here. I think one thing I would like to say is I'm so happy if this is really happening, because what we've always known in years is the fact that Nigeria as a whole, not even the men, have this thing for female nurses in particular, or really thinking there's this female thing. Female nurses are sluts, female nurses are this. So it's so very, very shocking how all of a sudden the same sluts are the same set of people right now you really wish to settle down with. Do you all want to put slots in your house? So, but it's one very joyful thing for me right now, because we tried a whole lot to actually change the perspective of people around who nurses are, what we do, but they don't really get it until there was an opportunity for nurses to move out of the country. And then most of these people see nurses as a ticket to actually leave the country. For me, I think it all started in the year 2020. My group started in 2019, and the main purpose of the group was I noticed male nurses and female nurses don't really get along. Like, even during clinicals, they don't want to get married to their colleagues. They just want to go marry somebody else, maybe doctors, marry any other person outside the nursing community. So I tried to ask people on my group. That was the main purpose of why I had that group initially. Like, okay, let me hear from you people. Let me hear from the male, let me hear from the female. What were your reasons for doing this? So the 2020, I got to know of opinions from the male, why they can't marry the female nurses, why the male nurses cannot marry the male nurses rather. So that was sorted. And then I think early 2021 2020 was tagged the year of nurses and midwives. On my group, I tagged it as the year of nurses to get married, because it was so many engagements, marriages between nurses, everybody, and people were starting to relocate, to migrate out of the country, especially the United Kingdom. And I'm like, okay, wait, is it like they are starting to kill single people in the UK? Because everybody is going as double. Is there something going on someone isn't telling us or something? Because for me, I'm like, okay, I don't know. I need to know. So I started asking people that I know that, okay, fine, maybe I know you have a partner before you moved to the UK. I've always known you and your partner. Can you tell me why you think there is so much inflation, like there's so much increase in why people are going to the UK married, people are going to Canada married? Why is this happening? And then I later got to know. And then, nurses, we have this very, very plain heart. When a guy walks up to you, everybody just wants to, they don't want it to be like, okay, the myth of nurses cannot have a happy home, nurses cannot build homes, nurses can't do this. So I feel these girls are trying to change the perspective. Okay, fine, we can hold a relationship too. All we do isn't work, all we do isn't just being in the hospital fields and all. We can actually hold a meaningful relationship. And to be honest with you, I feel this is what female nurses were doing. They were trying to settle down, not knowing these guys have their own motives. I don't see a situation whereby a guy, you don't like this girl. I've seen marriages. I think you've seen, there was something happened in UK last year of a guy that they said beat the lady, a nurse, beat her to death. And I'm like, this is what happens when you don't fall in love with whoever you married. You married this person because you wanted to leave the country. And then now you left. Probably the lady later discovered that you were just trying to use as a ticket to your breakthrough. And then it all happens because getting married, being in love, being in a relationship is not all about you using somebody as a ticket to get out of the country. It's a whole lot more.
All right. Thank you very much for your point, Ibade. I mean, to ask about why Nigerian men are suddenly looking for the direction of nurses. And of course, you're trying to tell us that is actually because it's a ticket for them to leave the country. I'll go straight to you now, Sagi Mary. Is it a wrong motive? Is it a wrong intention, or is it if a Nigerian man actually reach out to a nurse in the UK and say I'm going to probably get into a relationship with that person and have a long-term aim of actually traveling abroad? Is it the wrong thing to be in a relationship for personal goal and of course for personal purpose? Is it wrong to have a personal interest going into a relationship?
Let me get you clear. A Nigerian man who is based in Nigeria wants to establish a
Yeah.
relationship with a nurse who is in abroad.
Yeah. So is it because nowadays there's a lot of clamor that you just see people saying stuff like, you don't allow these Nigerian guys get to you. They're going to use you as a ticker and kick you out. They're going to use you as a ticket. They're going to use you as a source of visa. How do you think this should be handled? Like, first of all, I want you to answer the part that, is it actually wrong if I see you as a lady and say, I like you and I want to be in a relationship with you? Even though I know you're in the UK, I know that you're going to help me probably get a visa, but is it wrong for a Nigerian man to shoot a shot to a lady in the UK?
Okay. First of all, many people say that love can be found anywhere. You can actually find love anywhere. I met my wife online. Specifically, I met my wife on my WhatsApp group. I'm sure I've said this story over and over again. You are even aware, Princewill. When I created my WhatsApp group, I met my wife on my WhatsApp group. I met my wife online. But even when I met her online, we actually set out for a date and we saw each other a couple of times. She get to know my personality and I get to know her personality as well. But establishing yourself or putting yourself in a long distance relationship for someone that you have seen her picture, you have seen her video, you have seen her voice, you don't even know, it's a deal breaker for me. It's not really advisable. Ask yourself, I mean, why are you going after someone who is in abroad? Why do you want to date a nurse who is in abroad? Are there no nurses in Nigeria? Are there no nurses in Nigeria? The ones in Nigeria, have you even finished dating them? But you want to me, I've said it before on Twitter Spaces and people call me names. It makes you look like a gold digger, honestly speaking. Sincerely. You are in Nigeria as a man. You left all the people in Nigeria, all the girls in Nigeria, all the ladies in Nigeria, and now you are going after someone who is in abroad, someone who lives in abroad, a nurse who lives in abroad. What are you looking for? Just say the truth.
So Osage, you're saying that the man now attempting to secure a relationship connection with a lady in the UK, that person is a gold
Yeah,
digger,
he's a
right?
good digger. There's a motive. I've said it before several times on Space, even on social media or my group. You as a man who is trying to secure a relationship with someone, not even a nurse now. I'm not putting a nurse in the picture. You as a man who is trying to secure a relationship with someone who lives abroad, you have it makes you look like a gold digger. That's just the honest truth, because the truth is that you have a motive, not from the angle or perspective of love. This person you don't even know. Picture can be deceptive. Voices can be deceptive. You don't even know if you have a body odor. It is what she tells you, get to know. Even you as a man, it is what you tell her, she gets to know. She has not even seen you. So
all right. How about the cases where, because personally, where I live currently, I know more people here, more female nurses who are in this country that came through their husband marrying them over. How about Nigerian men who are in the US, or Nigerian men who are in Australia, and of course they are looking forward to get married to female colleagues in Canada, in Nigeria? Will you say that the female colleagues that actually accept that relationship are gold diggers?
No, but those Nigerian man who is in abroad, who wants to bring a Nigerian lady who is in Nigeria that he has not even seen. He met the lady online. He has not even seen. Has a motive. Just like I said, the Nigerian man who is in Nigeria wants to date a lady who lives abroad, has a motive. The motive is he wants to use that lady to climb, to go abroad. And then we have seen various things that happen to nurses, to these ladies. After 5 years, when they have gotten their ILRO, they dump these ladies. After they have gotten their British passport or American passport, or they have gotten their Canadian passport, they dump these ladies. We have seen it. The same way, that man who lives abroad that want to bring a lady from Nigeria to US or Canada or UK has a motive. And what is that motive? It's simple. He sees it that he can easily manipulate that lady that he wants to bring over. We have seen these practical scenarios happen over time. The lady you don't even know, the ladies that you have seen abroad is not enough for you to pick from. Most of the time they see themselves on Facebook. Most of the time they see themselves, they go to the village, the forest of the village, to go and pick a lady that don't even know Jack to get married to. And they bring them abroad and they start telling the ladies what to do and what they shouldn't do. Because they feel the lady is naive. The lady does
Thank
not
you very
know
much, Osagi, for that.
does not know the rules and whatsoever about
Yeah,
abroad. Yeah.
yeah. All right, thank you very much. I mean, Mr. Fela, I want you to shed more light on that. Nigerian men in the USA, in Canada, in Australia, extending their hand of fellowship to get relationship from ladies in Nigeria and Nigerian ladies in the UK who are looking forward to manage opportunities to get a relationship in Nigeria. How should this situation be handled? What's the best way to handle long-distance relationship? We know you are someone who you'll be able to manage this. I mean, I don't want to say about your story, but definitely if you want to share, fine. We'd just like you to share your points on this, Mr. Fela. 2 minutes, please.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I wanted to ask Osagi a question. If I am a gold digger, because my husband married me from Nigeria, am I a gold digger?
All right, let me answer you. Have you seen your husband face to face before he came to marry you, or you met him online and then he didn't even know you one bit and he just came to marry you?
No, we met online, quite all right. But he came home because of me, to come and know me. We know him. To come and know me before we now marry. We now plan marriage. He came home, we spent 1 month, a whole month in Nigeria. I said, okay, I'm here. You want to know me? I'm here. So
that's a different thing. What I said is most men, they don't even know this lady. They even married them. The family. You see, the family of the man marry this lady down. I'm going to speak pidgin English. They go marry and down. The man will just come, carry and go abroad. They don't even know. He doesn't, no relationship, no connection, nothing. Just met on Facebook. I'm coming next week to come and marry you.
You are very right, Oracle, because before I met my husband, I have a similar experience. I think I shared with my husband. So he was in the US, I think, that time. And we met all because then I didn't have time. I don't have time for myself. I was a student. I was working to do a lot of things. So usually I meet some people just come to my DM. Oh, I saw your comment somewhere. I want you to be your friend. Okay. If I say that you're somebody, we can start talking. So he wanted to come home, like maybe to come and do the marriage. I said, I want to come home to do the marriage. We're supposed to know each other first, right? I'm supposed to know you, see you. He was able to say, okay, you can give me contact of his people, blah blah blah. I can go. I say I can go and meet them. No, I cannot go and meet them. I want to see you. Who are you? We need to see each other first before you want to bundle me. You want to bundle me into the marriage? No. So for Chris's question, yes, managing long-distance relationship. Well, I would say that I was not a fan of long-distance relationship. So I would say my husband helps me to manage that, because so I also think it depends on the person. Like I was not willing to give long-distance relationship a chance. So my husband made me see him as somebody that is worthy to give the chance to, and somebody that is that has my best interest at heart. You understand? Because for somebody to leave, in fact, I think the first 1 week that he sent me a message, I didn't read the message. And it was because I told myself, why would he have a private account? I don't like people that have private account on Instagram. I just feel they have something they're hiding. I mean, men who have private account, I feel they have something they're hiding. So I don't read their DMs. So he had to. Who is talking?
Yeah. Prince, just run off in 20 seconds, Fela, yeah?
Yeah, sure. So he made to share his vision. He came home, we met each other, and then he went back, and then we were able to manage the time difference, we communicate. So during the time I came home, I had met No, I think his mom came to see me herself. So I saw that, oh, this family is, and I prayed. So I feel it's manageable. It's manageable. It's just actually you have to now know what you want, and it depends on the person you're also dealing with. So does the person have your kind of value? Do you think? Because usually they will show. It will always show if a man wants is another motive, or if he wants to really stay. So, me, I would say that I don't think somebody can really pretend. Even if they pretend, if you pray, then you should get some things from tips from God Himself.
Thank
So
you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much for sharing your insight. All right, so guys, I think we have 84 people on the space right now. We have the main chat nurse. Good to see you. Thank you very much for joining the space. And we have Max Water. Max Water was the volunteer graphic designer for the creative advert we put up for this Twitter space. Thank you so much, Max Water. Offspring, if you are here, the founder of Relationship, please do well to shoot me a DM. I'm going to send you a speaking request so you can get the mic. All right, so guys, we're still talking about relationship, nurse, and love affair. And we have the prolific Osagie Mary, founder of Relationship, so, all the way from the United States. We have my sister and my godmother, Ibade, and she's based all the way from the USA, Austin, Texas. And of course, my humble self, I'm here hosting, riding, and grinding us to the next level. Okay, so we have otrelationshiproom.com. Thank you very much for joining. I've sent you the co-host request now, and you're going to be a speaker shortly. All right, so before we have OT Relationship joining us, Ibade, we're going to be sending the next question. Yeah,
Okay.
we've used a lot of terms here today: relationship, dating, marriage, a lot of stuff. What is the difference between relationship, dating, and courtship?
Oh, okay. So let's start from dating. That's the first. Let's arrange it alphabetically. Dating, relationship. You have to date somebody before you can say you have a relationship, and then you lead to marriage. So, but there's this teacher in my group. Really, when you meet someone like of the opposite sex, okay, sorry, pardon my manners. This is a global thing. When you meet somebody you're in love.
Hey! Sorry, just to let you guys know, this space is not recorded. You are free to use any word you want to use. You're free to say anything you want to say, but of course, just be cautious and of course respect.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
when
definitely. Yeah,
you meet
feel free. Feel free.
somebody you're in love with, okay, let me say, when you meet somebody newly, you can't really say if you're in love or if you're not in love. Okay, I like this person, I want to go out with this person. There is one thing I used to hammer on, like, for me, in my home book, there is nothing like dating stage for me. I say it from friendship. That's if you're befriending the person, is friendship to relationship, then to marriage. If you say you're dating somebody, it's just like you putting all this, okay, we want to have sex, we want to go party, go to club, go to this, spray and all. That's what you're encompassing in dating. But when you're friends with somebody, you like somebody, and you feel like, okay, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person, you start from being friends with the person. So I'm going to kind of rephrase your dating, Princewill. I'm going to rephrase it with friendship. That's the friendship stage, then to the relationship stage. Then even relationship for me is courting. From friendship, you move to courting the person, then you get settled with the person. That's it for me. So when I say friendship, it's just me meeting. Let me say, for instance, I like analyzing a lot. So let me say I met you, Princewill, for the very first time. Okay, we'll get to know each other. Irrespective of if it is a distant relationship or even if we're getting to know each other, you stay in the same Houston I stay in. What we need to do manually is get to know you, know me, know what I like. Am I attracted to you? Am I confident of you? Am I proud of you? Not that, okay, I just want to date this person because, okay, this person is a nurse and this is where I want to date him. This is going to help my career. Fine, good. Some people marry because you feel like this person is going to help your career. But there are other things you have to look at. And this should happen in your friendship stage. If you don't consider all the things in your friendship stage, to be honest with you, there's no point moving to you cutting with the person. If I'm being friends with you, we might not be like the regular friends. I do target that, okay, fine, you meet this person. You can actually say this person is, that's why I say you can have this person as your bestie. The normal bestie, everybody thinks you have, okay, this person is my bestie and you have your own boyfriend. No. Your boyfriend, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend. That is why we are having friendship tonight. Like, okay, I'm your friend, we get to know each other. When we fight, when we have issues, when friends fight, I have friends that no matter how much or the gravity of the fight we're having, that friendship will come to place before anything is occupying her. If my friend is there, we have issues, I remind that, babe, you know what? Let's just hold on. Whatever this is trying to bring us apart, and we are not going to allow that. That is the way I expect relationships should go. That is the way I expect friendship should go. Okay, you're my friend. Irrespective of whatever it is that is going on with us, we are going to overcome this thing. So if you are being friends, okay, if you are being friends with your partner, with the opposite sex or anything, that should lead you to other things. So for me, friendship is just the stage at which you get to know whoever it is you're dating. Then you're getting to know from afar. Like, okay, I'm knowing you. I'm not sleeping in your house at that point. We're not having sex. It's not including whatever it is it's on my mind. We're just trying to get to know each other. I want to know what you like. I want to know your where you go, your job, everything. That's from afar. Then cutting, according to every other person, believes that, okay, you have to spend some time with him. For me, I just say if you want to cut with somebody, it's not necessarily you be in the person's house. Some people believe if you want to cut, okay, we have to cut for 6 months before getting married. So at that point, we have to live together. To be honest with you, there is no yardstick for marriage. I'll keep saying this. Let me leave Queen English first. There is no yardstick. You might feel like, okay, because I stayed with this person for 6 months, we did cut for 6 months for real, and I already know everything about this person. You're just joking. You're lying. You can be in a man's house for 6 months and you would definitely not even know what this man is up to. You might be in a lady's house. You might be together. She's waking up. All she does is pray and hope. There is no yardstick for everybody to get to know each other. We get to know each other line. If you like, be married for 10 years, you still continue getting to know your partner.
All right. So yes, in summary, so it's from friendship
to
courtship and to marriage.
From courtship to marriage.
Thank you very much. I mean, good to know your perspective on that. Once again, we still have Ibade. Ibade is a relationship and sexual expert. Our key focus is on intimacy, and we're going to be diving into intimacy very, very soon. During this space, we got OT relationship in the house. OT relationship, good to have you. Are you there? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Thanks for the invite, and I'm glad to be here. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, so just to continue from where Ibade stopped from. So she mentioned about stages towards getting married. We talked about the friendship/dating phase to where you court, and of course finally you get married. So I want to ask you during the dating phase, when you are talking as a man or as a lady, when you are in your talking stage, for example. Are you expected to limit those people you are speaking to? Can you be talking to more than one person at the same time, as a lady, as a man?
Okay. Good evening, and good evening once again. In my own perspective, it depends on the level of intimacy between both parties. And when we're talking about dating, when we're talking about getting to know people and being in a relationship with them, it's how you are being dished or how you are being carried. The level in which you are is dependent on how you roll with others. Some people, they have this open dating, anything. They even have an agreement between themselves, like, okay, you can choose to talk to people, you can choose to flirt with people, you can choose to relate with people you deem fit. Like some people, when you are dating them, they make it a necessity for you that you not talk to your ex, you can't talk or commune other male folks or female folks, like it is not their thing. But left to me, in my own perspective, I think dating is all about knowing someone, but in the recent world, we'll see it's like knowing someone romantically while being in a relationship, but it is the narrative has changed in the recent time, in which you don't just talk, you don't just be in a relationship or just date to just know someone alone, but also it should also guide you on what to do. Like, fine, if we are on the same level that we are dating, you are meant for me and us. Like, that's one of the main reasons we should have a focus. Like, what do you like during your dating phase, even during the friendship phase, as Ibadi have said, like, what are the things it is your certainty and what you want that align from both parties that migrates you to dating phase. So if you are finalized that, okay, fine and good, you want you guys are into each other and you are not here to play mind games. Like, it is expedient of every one of us, like, be it the female folks, be it the male folks, that we should cultivate and like, we should set boundaries. Like, let there be boundaries. Like, when you are in a relationship with someone, let your other friends, let people who are your normal friends before, maybe, before you get into a relationship with someone, you have people you have eyesight on, people you deem if that, okay, this person is a prospect to me, this person, our personality allies, and we can be together. Let those people know, like, you are in a relationship, so that indirectly you will not be moved, or you will not be compelled to move into them or into talking with them. Because if you don't make it a necessity or a need to cut corners, or to set a boundaries with other people, in one way or the other, it's those people you've been talking with before you get intimate with this your present lover. They might come back and tell you that, okay, I think I'm being childish when I ignored you. I think I'm being childish when I don't accept you and all. And fine and good, you love them initially. They might even be your topmost priority. Like, they are the one you want at that particular time, but because they were not giving you the attention, they deem it that, okay, you are not best for them at that particular moment. Okay, you just switch ahead to another person. But when you are dating, make it a need to break boundaries, and let it just be you and your partner. You can be friends with people.
Yeah.
You can be friends with people, but let there be limits. There's a friendship that does not have intimacy.
All right. Thank you very much, OTR relationship. Whenever you're in a relationship, OT have said that if you are dating, dating should not be open, and that should be dependent on the contents of your dating relationship with your partner. So people can have agreement and say, hey, I'm dating you, but hey, I'm actually open to any. So people can say, since we are dating, we have to be for ourselves, and of course, we have to try our best to make sure that this leads to a purposeful relationship. Thank you very much, Richard Relationship, for sharing your insight, and that was very, very phenomenal as well. We're going to go straight to you back, Osagie Mary. Ibadi have talked about stages of dating, from friendship to dating to be in courtship and to get married. As a relationship counselor, as an expert, when should these people start strafing? When should someone who can they start strafing as friends? Can they start strafing as during the dating stage, or they have to wait to courtship and get married? Taking spirituality away, when is the ideal time to start strafing, Osage?
All right, thank you very much. Yes, he said we should take spirituality away. I think for me, you should start. For me, if I didn't mute your mic,
Why will you tell Osage to
if I didn't mute your mic,
spirituality?
this priest will not get sense at all. Yeah. So it's a very important question, because we have ladies on this platform and men on this platform who have not even done it before. They have no idea what it is. But I feel this is my principle about sex. If you want to have sex with someone, do it with the right person under the right ceiling, according to Two-Face. You should don't have sex because the person is demanding for it. Yeah, don't have sex because you are trying to please the person, because the person is putting you under pressure. But have sex because you want it, because you need it, because it's coming from your mind, you enjoy it, because it's a two-party thing. But for me, I would say you can't have sex with a stranger. Yeah, but if you want to have sex, then if it at all is going to happen, it should happen in the courting stage. Because in the courting stage, that is when you have passed the friendship stage now. You have passed the dating stage now. You are now in the courting stage. Both of you are already talking about marriage, talking about settling down. In fact, in the courting stage, both of you have even started, planning to save money in one account, buy things together and all of that. Because I think I caught my wife for 6 months. But I got my wife for 6 months. We dated for a year. We were friends. We were friendship for how long for? We were friendship for four months, because that 4 months we we newly just met. Like I said, I met her on my own group. On my own group when she entered. So I picked the best lady on my group. And then, you know, understand. I did check that DP, you know, understand. So that kind of thing. So if Badi was in my group too, so I don't even pick Badi safe. so on that dating, on that friendship stage, so I caught her for 4 months, and then we migrated to dating for a year, and then we started courting for 6 months. That 6 months when we were courting, we were talking about what our plans is for the future. Like I told her, I'm a businessman. This is what I want to set up. This is what I want to do. All that. So she was talking about going back to school, traveling abroad. She actually put traveling abroad in my mind. Traveling abroad was not in my dictionary. Princewill, you know me right from school. You can testify that I've never talked about traveling abroad. So she put that idea of traveling abroad in my subconscious mind, and today we have achieved our own desire of traveling abroad. So that courtship stage, that was when we put our plans together. So if we are going to have sex, it's going to be that courtship stage, because we were convinced already that we are going to get married. But if eventually we have not gotten married, but that is the stage you have convinced, you have known this person, you are committed with this person, both of you have put your plans together, you have seen that your plans align, your spirit agree with this person. So that is the stage where this strafing, according to you, is going to happen. The strafing, to my own recommendation, strafing shouldn't happen in friendship stage, because everybody is your friend. So how many people you want?
If strafing happen in friendship stage, what will happen?
Everybody is your friend. Like if I did now, so it doesn't mean that anybody you can straff you. So people you don't even know if they have their sicknesses, their body, the kind of diseases they carry, the kind of personality they carry. If they have given birth in the village, you don't even know. If they have 4 children in the village, you don't even know. You don't even know their house. You don't even know their family. You just open your leg and begin to strap the person, because friendship stage, you don't know anything about the person. People are just greeting. Yeah, you're not enemies. You don't know anything about the person. Like almost everybody here now knows me as Osage. If they ask them and say, who is Osage Mary? You say, Osage Mary is a nurse. We are colleagues. He's my friend. But you don't know me as an individual to my house. If I take anything from you now, you don't know who I am. You don't know if I have HIV, if I have hepatitis, if I have syphilis. You don't even know, because those type of things are discovered in courtship. You understand? Because during that courtship, me and my wife ran all the tests you can think of. Me and my wife, we did so many tests. We did so many tests you can think of. Just that is compatibility stage. So, but in friendship stage, I cannot call Ibadina and say, but they come, or I cannot call Ofela and say, Ofela, let's go to the hospital, let's go and do tests. What does that mean? What are you proposing? Why are you asking to do tests? Because I have never proposed marriage to you or even the relationship. We are just friends. I never said I will date you. I never said I want to have intimacy with you. We are just friends. But in dating stage, I have approached you to be my girlfriend, and you said, let's see how it goes. So we are seeing how it goes. So inside that dating stage, you finally accepted, and then I now propose to you that I want to get married to you by kneeling down or by standing, and then you as the lady, you will kneel down. You know, these days now, they say woman, they kneel down, man, they stand. So you as the man, you kneel down.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Valid point. I mean, it's safer to get sexual intercourse or to allow the woman to straff you or the lady to straff the woman during the courtship stage, because you have a form of acquaintance between yourself. There's a lot of information regarding sharing sexually transmittable infection, the risk of sharing a lot of diseases. So you get to know that person, personality type, and of course, you don't want to be used and just be strapped by anyone. I mean, valid point though, Sage. Yeah, we're going to go straight Bade from Love and Relationship Castle. We've seen a lot of ladies on the timeline recently saying that, oh God, I'm tired of talking stage. May talking stage never be my portion. I'm talking stage away from my life. People are looking forward to ways they could actually move from talking stage.
Please, just for us to make this interactive, people in the listening section can actually use the hashtag LoveFarm to tweet opinion on each guest speaker as we are speaking, and they can actually use the hashtag LoveFarm to also tweet their questions. I will be reading questions out, or you can read questions out as we go on, so that it will not look as if it is only the people on the microphone talking. So if you are on the listening session, you can actually put your opinion and just attach it to LoveFarm. We are going to see it. If you have any questions, if you have your opinion, read out your opinion, we will read out your questions and we deliberate on it, because obviously everyone cannot be on the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Otage. Official, please mute your mic. If you are just joining up as a speaker, please mute your mic. All right. So Ibadi, a lot of ladies have been on the talking stage and they say, "Oh God, promote me. I need to get promoted." With the trend of 21st century civilization, and of course with your expertise as a relationship expert, what do you think? I mean, real life situation can a lady actually do to help herself and help a man move forward beyond the talking stage to a dating stage? What should ladies do and what can ladies do? Be practical, Ibadi.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much again for having me, Princewill, and good afternoon once again, everybody. So, you said something like to help she and a man. If you are in the talking stage, you still know your man. Let me start from there. Let's bring it from there. If you guys are still in the talking stage, and there's one thing I used to say, I'm going to use myself and some other people as a practical example. If you are dating somebody, to be honest with you, if you are dating me and all we're doing, hi, hello, hi, good morning, hi, man, I'm already stopping the conversation. I don't like talk to me. Sometimes when people come in my DM and be like, hi, and I'm like, okay, hi, hello, and I'm like, please go straight to the point. What exactly do you want? How may I know you? Who are you? Stop the unmeaningful conversations every day. The normal thing people are, the ladies you're saying, all they do is, hey, hi, hello, how you doing? What did you have today? I had this. No. That's not even what I meant by talking stage. I can be on the phone with my friend, like a male friend, and keep asking him all these questions. It's just like a regular person. If you would want to date somebody, you want to be friends, like a personal friend with anyone, I do say it. I'm not talking about any other person right now, but my own kind of. If I want to choose a partner, I don't just go for and call it like, okay, I'm on the high side of dating people. Fine, thank you, but I'm not going to settle for when I know you don't even have anything upstairs. If I see you, I've always had one rule when I was dating. I'm never going to date anybody in my classroom, like a class, we're in a class. I'm never going to date you. It's not like everybody in my class is not intelligent, but I have that boundaries for me. I'm not going to date you in my class. If we're in the same workplace, I'm not going to date you. Maybe like church member. I like to date out of my own league. Let me date outside. Let me see. I've known you. You're my church member. We can pretend a lot. We can be in class. We only know each other from class. But let me date a neutral person. So if I'm going to date a neutral person, it's somebody that I know has something upstairs. Somebody that I know that, okay, this person, I'm not just dating you before because I want to, okay. If I'm dating you, I don't date because we can just have sex and break up tomorrow. I want to date you because I date you because I feel like in the end we might end up getting married to each other. So I want to date. I used to joke about something like, I cannot imagine my kids come back from school tomorrow and then myself and my husband were starting to have argument of whoever is going to solve mathematics for my child. It might seem like a joke, but when you're at this talking stage and everything, there's nothing tangible you guys talk about. There's nothing showing forth, bringing you to the next stage of whatever he's like. Osagi said, he was friends with his wife for 4 months. I think I know a little bit about when their whole relationship and everything started. And to be honest with you, apart from Osagi, I know some other nurses too, like nurse to nurse, like 4 or 5 of them that got married. I know when the whole relationship started and the way it played out and the way they are still doing well. I don't know the in-depth of their marriage, but they are still doing well. It's not because they are nurses, they are both nurses, or because they are just. I love when you're dating people. As a guy, if you want to date a female, I'll say it. I do. Anybody that knows me knows I really do not take sides with females because my gender can do the most. But when you want to date a lady, don't just date somebody because this girl is fine, she has curves, she has this. To be honest with you, she might have curves and have nothing in her head because